Hey, it's Don the Auction Professor here. I got a few things in today. Somebody had called me, so I took a quick drive out there. Didn't pay very much for everything, so I'm going to just show you just a few things today, things to look out for. I talked about clocks in another video. I don't know how well you can see it. This is an old old Black Forest hand-carved clock. I paid $5 for it as is, pieces and all. It comes with the heavy weights, very heavy weights. This is a very large one. Was actually serviced in 1982. It's an 8-day clock. Let me see if we can take it apart. I didn't even really look at the inside. You can kind of see what you're looking at. This is part of the chimer. This one has some issues with it. I wasn't really worried about the issues as much. This piece is broken here. I could glue this if I really wanted to. I'm just going to sell it for parts. Clocks like this, $5 into it. I can sell the mechanism, which is a German, made in Germany. Is there a name on it? Regula, which is a name brand I see. It's well-marked clock. The mechanism inside here alone is worth $40 or better. It's got a 2-sounder to it. I'm not up on everything, but the bellows are still good on both of these, so this is fixable. I could literally glue it back together myself and probably get it in working order. It's got the missing little piece to connect the rods up for the actual bellow here, so everything looks like it's here. Chains are all intact. Let me put the cover back on. I always hate leaving pieces apart. So this was a good haul for me. Again, I'll get $45 just for the insides. The reason I say I'm going to have to part this one out, up on top here there should be like a pediment or canopy top with more carved animals. That is missing. That's why I got it for $5. That was part of my argument for getting it for $5. On these clocks, I have no problem taking apart parts and selling the parts. This is all hand carved, all these pieces here. Many people will find clocks just like this or have working clocks that are missing a piece or broken, like the carved animals. I could get $15 a piece for these carved animals. I could take off the parts, like this is a separate part. This is the pendulum part. This is separate as well. All these parts can be sold separately. The weights, $10 or so, I would get probably for each one, I would guess. This size, I don't see this size very often. It's a number 9, it looks like. These come in sizes and weights depending on the size of the clock. Each clock has a different requirement for the weights, so you're not jamming up the gears. But this one probably I can get it still working. If it does work, I may hold on to it for a little while because I buy clocks like this quite often, and I do mean quite often, a couple times a month. Sometimes 3 or 4 times a month I'll run into a clock of some sort like this, a fancier carved one. It's still got dust on it even. I mean, I literally just got it, literally. But I'll probably take apart the pieces and sell it. Even the back of the clock, even the board in the back will sell. And it was serviced, so somebody did spend some time and money on this at one time. In '82 when this was serviced, it was an antique then. It's probably from the 40s or 50s. It doesn't say Western Germany, so that's a good sign on this. But again, I will probably get 100, 110 maybe out of just the parts in this. Piece out everything if you can and stuff like this. They go very well that way. But this clock I was very happy with. It's one of the bigger ones. You don't see the bigger size that cheap. Even like the face plate, even like the plate in the face, I could maybe get, say, 10, 15 for it. The cuckoo, same thing. You can take the cuckoo out and sell the cuckoo. Put these down here. We're going to look at something else. I love artwork and frames. I don't know how well this is going to show in there. This is $5 again. Glass is broken. The picture in there is just some family portrait that's damaged. The frame's what I wanted. I could care less about any other stuff. The glass is older, but again, it's broken. Who cares? It's just an awesome frame. I don't know how well you can see that. Hopefully you can see that, but the frame is all plaster frame. It's all intricate as can be. It's got dolphins in it. This frame was probably made in the 1870s or 80s. It's got a secondary frame on the inside. Again, all plaster work. It's got a few little spots on it. They are repairable. Somebody would just make, I've done it before myself on some better frames. I've sold a couple frames in the past for $1,200, $1,500. Something like this, I'll probably get $300 or $400 for it. It's got the nautical theme, seashells, dolphins, all related to like nautical of the 1700s or before when they thought sea monsters existed. It's bamboo, nautical, tropical design around it. But to fix these, it's fairly easy. You just literally take some molding some rubber silicone, and you'd make a mold of a different section of it, and then you could cast a thin piece, and then you'd shave it down to the size to fill in the hole. I've done it. It's not that hard. If you have some basic skills, you should be able to do it as well. But I'll just sell this the way it is. Let somebody else mess with it. I don't mess with that too much anymore, again, unless it's like a $1,200 or $1,500 frame. I buy frames whenever I see them like this. $5, it was a no-brainer. It just looks like junk to most people, but this thing will sell. This is a nice one. These C nautical versions sell very well. People who are into like military Civil War and stuff might buy it to put like a naval photo in it or something like that, naval image. But again, I'll probably get $300 or $400 for this for my $5 investment. Be on the lookout for them. Any of the plaster works like this. Hey, I actually got another one I can show you so you can kind of see the idea. And this one's got some broken glass in it too. The image is still good on something like this. I don't know if we can see it very well, but the frame is just intricate. All these kind of frames I buy. This one I may replace the glass in because it's got a nice image. It's a vintage original, 1890s. I think there's even a date on the inside here. I did take it out to make sure. The glass I'll have to clean up, no big deal. But this is probably another 125 to say 175 with this print in it. This is a nice print. It's sought after. I run across the religious ones quite often. Let me pull one more out since we're here on religion issues. Here's just another one. This one I believe is Act of Congress. This one's actually an original engraved lithograph from 1878. This was 15. The frame is original from 1878. Something like this, I'll probably put $350 to $400 on it. I want to say this one cost me, I think I said $25 if I remember right. It's been a little while. This one hasn't been listed yet. This is another one of those 3 months ago issues. This kind of stuff will be listed probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Some of these bigger items I put off sometimes just before Christmas. The religious stuff seems to sell around Christmas and Easter the best, so items like this sometimes I'll just sit there and wait. But you can see kind of pictures sell very well. I've got thousands here now and just these kind of items. I buy them whenever I can. And one of the last items that I only got a few items. It was worth the drive. I don't know how well this shows off, but I got this too. This was $20. I don't know how much I'll get for it. I'm guessing I'll probably put like 95 on it and probably maybe 70, maybe get out of it 60, 70. It's literally a display rack. It would mount on the side of a rack in the store, in a hardware store. It's tin. It's from the 50s or earlier. It's still got nails, tax braids in it. It's a good piece. Stuff like this I see. I buy it whenever I do. Wrapping, it's not a huge ordeal. There's still some more stuff back in there too, but I'll probably literally just tape this up with some saran pack around it so these will stay in place, and throw it in a box and put some cushion around it. Off it goes. So a easy, quick money maker too. 4 or 5 photos and up it goes. So that's literally what I got. It was just a quick run. It was a 15-minute drive, round trip. She's just 2 more intersections down. Coincidentally, he's the closest one to me. He calls me the least often, though. So, but anyway, I've talked to him twice this month already. So that's one of the other things I got. So you can kind of see there's all kinds of items that sell. Vintage and collectibles always sells all year round. There's not a big drop-off, but there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little something about pictures and what to look for. Subscribe, like, and comment below. Thanks.